Basketball is changing, and the NBA is ensuring the game stays fresh, competitive, and exciting for players and fans. In 2025, some major rule changes have been introduced, aiming to bring back intensity, increase engagement, and encourage players to take more risks on the court. From a brand new All-Star game format to a potential rule tweak that could lead to more buzzer beaters, these changes are shaping the future of the game. One of the biggest challenges in today's game is how much players care about their shooting percentages. Every shot they take affects their stats, which can impact their contracts, bonuses, and even all-star selections. Because of this, players often avoid taking long-distance shots at the end of quarters, choosing instead to just dribble out the clock. That means fans miss out on some of the most exciting moments in basketball, buzzer beaters from half court or beyond. Miami Heat's Duncan Robinson has a simple solution: change the way these shots are recorded. He believes that last-second heaves should be counted in a separate category, not as regular field goal attempts. That way, players wouldn't worry about hurting their shooting percentage and would feel encouraged to take those thrilling last-second shots. Imagine the difference this could make: more wild buzzer beaters, more excitement, and a better experience for fans. In this regard, Brooklyn Nets' Cam Johnson agrees, saying that changing this rule could make the game more fun. Right now, players hesitate because a few missed shots can make their stats look bad. However, if the NBA creates a separate category for these shots, it could bring back the fearless shooting that fans love to see. Why these changes matter? The NBA All-Star Game has always been about showcasing the league's best players, but in recent years, it started losing its competitive fire. Players were coasting, defense was almost non-existent, and fans weren't as excited as they used to be. The 2024 game, which turned into a scoring free-for-all with almost 400 total points, was the final straw. For 2025, the NBA has completely changed the format. Instead of one traditional game, this year's All-Star event is a mini-tournament featuring 4 teams. 3 teams are made up of NBA All-Stars, while the 4th team is the winner of the Rising Stars Challenge, a competition featuring the best rookies and second-year players. Each team has 8 players, and instead of playing a full-length game, they'll compete in short, high-intensity matchups where the first team to score 40 points wins. To make things even more exciting, NBA legends Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith were chosen as honorary general managers and drafted their teams. The 4th team, made up of Rising Stars winners, is coached by Candace Parker. This new format is meant to bring back that streetball-style intensity: fast, competitive, and unpredictable. Bigger stakes with a cash prize pool. Beyond this, the NBA knows that adding real stakes can make any game more competitive, so they've put $1.8 million on the line for the All-Star Mini-Tournament. Every player on the winning team gets $125,000, while the second-place team members take home $50,000 each. Even the players on the 2 losing teams won't go home empty-handed, as they'll each earn $25,000. Money isn't the only thing motivating these players, though. With the new format, there's more pride on the line, and the short race to 40 format forces teams to take every possession seriously. This is exactly what the league was missing in previous years: actual competition instead of a casual shoot-around. Smarter replay reviews for out-of-bounds calls. Aside from changing the All-Star game, the NBA has also updated its replay review system to make sure key plays are called correctly. One of the biggest frustrations in recent years was how out-of-bounds calls were reviewed. Sometimes, a play would be stopped to check who last touched the ball, but a clear foul leading up to that moment couldn't be reviewed. In 2025, that's no longer the case. Now, if a coach challenges an out-of-bounds call, the referees can also review whether a foul happened just before the ball went out. This change ensures that missed fouls don't lead to unfair turnovers and helps make the review process more accurate. To keep things fair, there are a few limits. The review only applies if the foul involved the same players in the out-of-bounds play, and it has to be within a short time window of the ball going out. This prevents referees from digging too far back into the play and keeps the review process quick and efficient. The NBA Cup continues with a familiar format. Additionally, The NBA introduced the NBA Cup last season as a way to add more excitement to the early part of the regular season. The in-season tournament was a hit, giving teams extra motivation to compete in games that might otherwise feel routine. Because of its success, the NBA will keep the same format for 2025. All 30 teams are divided into 6 groups, with 3 groups in each conference. They'll play a series of group stage games on special nights throughout the season, with the best teams advancing to the knockout round. The top 6 teams, one winner from each group, automatically move on, while 2 more wildcard teams with the next best records round out the final 8. Despite this, the knockout rounds are single elimination, with quarterfinal games played in the home arenas of the higher-seeded teams. The semifinals and the championship game take place in Las Vegas, giving the tournament a high-stakes, playoff-style atmosphere. This tournament gives players something extra to fight for early in the season, making regular season games more meaningful. Keeping fan engagement strong with All-Star voting. While the NBA is shaking things up with the All-Star format, one thing hasn't changed: how players are selected. Fans still have the biggest say in who makes the All-Star team, with their votes accounting for 50% of the decision. The remaining votes are split between current NBA players, 25%, and a media panel, 25%. The selection process for reserves remains the same, with NBA head coaches choosing the remaining players. The league also continues to offer special voting days where fan votes count extra, keeping engagement high and encouraging more participation. With the new format in place, fans' votes are even more important than before. Instead of just picking players for a single game, they're helping to shape the rosters for an intense, winner-takes-all tournament. The 4-point dunk. Now let's talk about the game-changer rule. This is the rule that's got everyone talking. Players who throw down a dunk from beyond a certain distance now get 4 points instead of the usual 2. It's meant to add excitement and encourage more high-flying plays, but not everyone is sold. Victor Wembanyama is all in. "Definitely, my intention is to go all out," he said. "That's the goal. The goal is not to chill, for sure." His insane wingspan and athleticism make him a perfect fit for this new rule, and he knows it. Damian Lillard, however, is a bit more cautious. "I mean, we'll see," he said. "One thing about a team full of young players is they're going to come out there and play with some energy. They're going to play fast." He knows this rule favors high flyers, but will it change how teams play? Time will tell. Meanwhile, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander isn't convinced it'll lead to real competition. "I would love to play a pickup game, like we do in the summertime for sure. But I'm not about to be the only guy diving on loose balls." A flashy rule doesn't mean everyone will go all out. Goaltending on dunks is now legal. Above all, this change allows defenders to block a dunk even after it's on its way down. It's a game changer, making dunk attempts riskier and rim protection even more important. Jaren Jackson Jr. is already thinking about how to use it. "I'll just pick up full court and go from there," he said. "I'm sure dudes aren't trying to lose 40-0, so I'll just pick up full court." For defenders like him, this rule is a gift. Nikola Jokic, on the other hand, is cautiously optimistic. "Maybe it will improve the competitiveness," he said. "We will see. It's definitely something we've worked to change, and it's worth a try." He knows it could shake up strategy, but whether it actually makes games better is still up for debate. The International NBA Cup. Along with this, taking inspiration from global soccer tournaments, the NBA has introduced a mid-season cup where teams compete in a knockout-style format. It's meant to bring extra excitement and more meaningful games outside of the playoffs. Kevin Durant is keeping an open mind. "We'll see," he said. "It's different from what we're used to, but it's basketball at the end of the day. I think guys will go out there and try to play and impress the fans." He's been around long enough to know that not every experiment works, but if players buy in, it could be huge. Also, Anthony Edwards, though, hasn't paid much attention. "I don't really know too much about it," he admitted. Not every player is hyped about these changes, and for some, it's just another part of the season. Fans are divided.